Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Robot Factory on Unreal Tournament 2004 on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. Behold the Goliath! Thankfully, a good portion of the assault maps allow us to use the vehicles that were introduced in the new gameplay mode, Onslaught, rather. I will have to say that a good portion of the vehicles are actually really well worth it. Like the Goliath, which has got a shitload of health and armor, it does a decent amount of damage in its main cannon, and it is blowed up now. Damn it! But we did manage to take down the secondary link gun turret. So now it should be slightly easier for the rest of our forces to get to where we need to go.
Yep. I love it. You know what I love especially are the AI turrets that you can control with a camera. Those are fun.
Yeah. And honestly, they are very important on defense. I really wish that offense got access to some of them, to be perfectly honest. But offense almost never gets access to the stationary defenses.
Well, that would be interesting if first you had to stop if the defense was actually was rolling in with the tanks, but then it's up to the offense to either commandeer the tanks that are coming in without destroying them, or actually advance the objective.
Got the first one.
Okay, we got the first objective because we did the time switch thing, and I did see the little bar that had to deplete for a second anyway. That I would think in that assault mode setting that you would then take over the tank garage, and then you're the one who's driving the tanks to the enemy's gate.
Nah, we have 2 health left.
It's all right. We got as many respawns as we need, and we have over 9 minutes on the clock.
Vehicle destroyed.
Yeah, we got served an extra helping of someone's plasma, which means we got killed by the turret.
No, I don't want seconds. No, thank you.
Vroom.
Drive.
No, the other big defensive turret that they actually have over here is the large ion cannon. If you manage to take down the large ion cannon, if you manage to take down the large ion cannon, then it will make it significantly easier for the rest of your forces to get through. But the ion cannon has got like 5,000 fucking health or some shit. I honestly do not know how much health the ion cannon has.
Well, the ion cannon can have a great day because his teammates are not trying to run it over. Ion cannon trusts that Mr. Goliath's not going to plow a tank up its ass.
We managed to break it through the door. Waha. Honestly, as I mentioned at the end of the last part, Robot Factory has got such huge defensive steroids that when you're playing on defense on this map, you really do feel way more powerful than the offense.
That's a new
one. Even with the tanks, even with the access to the Goliath tanks, the offense does not have all that good positioning for advancing on these heavily fortified positions. Lauren, go do things.
I do remember that some of the preset assault mode games that I've played that were just in the game were also quite difficult because of defensive fortifications. Like, just get best time? I'm just trying to beat the damn map.
Hey, we got a flat cannon.
My best time is the time it takes for me to pull the power cord out of the wall. There, I said it.
All right, data kidders are just over half dead.
Lauren, your sacrifice will be well worth it. Behold. See, all right, destroy shield component. And now we're spawning inside.
This is the one where we have 3 different components to destroy, including the one at the very back.
So by
Thankfully,
this point,
the shield components don't actually have all that much health. They're just, they're just difficult to actually position yourself on.
Okay, so by this point, the defense is basically fucked because now the enemy is spawning inside the base.
Well, actually, no. The defense actually still has a really well fortified position here. Believe it or not, the final the final shield component is in the back there is very difficult for the assault team to actually get to.
Well, yeah, but you took out the first two, no problem.
All right, there we go.
Destroy the AI generator.
Got it.
And then we had the final AI generator, which honestly, this is when defense is fucked over because although they have a decent position on this ramp, it's really the only thing that they've got going for them.
And this is one of those game modes that would behoove you to just run. That you know, what if the defense doesn't respawn in time, then they can't take position. And if they don't have position, well, then they're going to be facing a situation just like this. Yeah, we just destroyed the crystal.
AI generator
Yep.
destroyed. Blue team successfully attacked.
Yay!
Yay.
So now we have to defend for, is it 7 minutes? Looks like it's 7 minutes.
Blow up the
Which
map.
would bring us to the end of the part.
Destroy the things in fire. Ah.
We destroyed all the Axon drones.
Those were the worst animated, moving, blown up
New
physics
assault
I've ever
starts
seen.
in 6,
5,
5,
4, 3,
2.
2,
1.
1.
Defend! We have
the
access to the
satellite
grenade
controls.
launcher. I will not be using it. Actually, I might. Yeah, here we go. Well, link turret, but unfortunately, this is
Hey.
the bad one. That's the one that's in front.
They do let you use
I
it.
actually wanted to get one of the 3 link turrets that are over this way.
Wow. Okay, so that was a detail that I missed the first time that I saw the assault mode, is that the defense, now that you've switched sides, now the other side only has the remaining time left on the clock in order to complete.
I explained that twice.
I know, but I wasn't paying attention. You know, sometimes you gotta figure these things out yourself.
Vehicle destroyed. 5-minute warning.
All right, the goal for defense honestly is to take down the Goliath. Take down the Goliaths as fast as you can. If you manage to take down the Goliaths before they start taking down your turrets, then you can hold them at this point for the entirety of the map.
Vehicle destroyed.
Shit, we lost one of the link turrets. Damn it.
15, 14, 13, 12. It's coming up on the overtake time. Someone's plasma. What? They don't know who it was?
Defend the satellite controls.
Yeah, they don't. There actually is a defensive turret on the offensive side that's a defensive plasma, but you usually never have to worry about it because you usually aren't that far forward.
Gotcha. Alright, the Goliaths are coming in. We just got mowed down by
Vehicle
one.
destroyed.
There it is.
Widowmaker is down.
Vehicle destroyed.
Now destroy the pilot.
Thorax
Okay.
is down. Cobalt!
Get away. Yeah. They're taking down the health bar on the switch. Stop them. Okay, alright, they're all backed up. Now, push! Now that
You
is
can actually tell
scary sight.
where the cannon is attempting to hit you at, but that doesn't mean that you can do anything about it. I think the alternate fire of the shield gun will absorb a good portion of the Goliath's primary round, but then you won't have any ammo left on your shield gun, so it's effectively useless.
Got him.
Vehicle destroyed.
No!
Oh, crap, it's
Damn
over.
it, they got it.
Defend the main gate.
Fuck. It's alright.
And now they get access to a much
You
closer
are defending. Defend the
a
main
much closer
gate.
Goliath.
Well, you should consider it a blessing in disguise. You died after they had, you know, overcome the objective.
Vehicle destroyed.
Yeah, because now we get access to the ion cannon, and assuming that any one of my better teammates is piloting the ion cannon, they'll just be able to eat these tanks.
So, here's what I don't get so far is, so, the shared clock, understood, but doesn't that mean that you could just, like, eat up the fucking clock and give the other team, like, no time to even finish a damn thing?
Nope! Because the longer it takes you, the more time that they have.
But I thought it was a shared clock, so what happens?
It is a shared clock, but the shared nature of the clock is that however long it takes you is how long they're going to get on their turn.
Oh, I see. Game balance.
That is
Like,
the third time I have attempted to explain this concept, Mr. Cloud.
And we have destroyed the Goliath from the rear. It would appear. Oh crap, he's got position.
Unfortunately, they actually had one of the things that our opposing teammate gets that our opposing team gets that I do not get is the ability to warp to the next objective when you have successfully cleared an objective. I do not understand how there's a button command for it, but I've never fucking found it.
So would that be the kill yourself button to just respawn?
No, it's not a kill yourself button because it warps you to the next objective.
Hmm. Rampage. Oh man, it's putting a lot of pressure on the secondary because if you let just one of these guys go, oh boy.
Nah, we're fine. We got 30 seconds. It takes more than 30 seconds to take down all three of the components.
Got him.
20 seconds. Defend the data cables.
Got this.
10, 9,
Woo!
8,
Champagne party!
5, 4, 3,
2, 1.
1. Blue team
Yay!
successfully
92
defended.
points for us.
Blue
Sweet.
team is the winner.
The game is complete. The teddy bears maintain control.
At least for the moment. Now, I think next we go into Convoy. Convoy is actually an assault map that I really like.
One suicide. Huh. Well,
Not
I
entirely
certainly,
sure what it thinks was a suicide, but
well, I certainly have been enjoying these assault mode maps. Nostalgia.
nope. Next is okay. Yeah, next is Convoy. All right.
Scenario is a recreation. The situation we have tried many times, but very few have completed.
And ironically, we're going up against the Hellions. Woohoo!
Now, how will you take on the big-titted marauders?
With miniguns and link guns, obviously.
Exactly.
NEG forces pinpointed the location of the cache due to a hidden homing device on these devastating weapons of mass destruction.
And yes, even in the age of space racing, we still are using nuclear weapons.
Isn't that the popular word these days?
No choice but to strike at this time. The attackers must first make their way to the Hellions boarding platform, manipulate the controls, and extend the platform to allow the advance to continue.
And for the record, you do have to do most of the objectives here. There's an optional objectives in this particular map that they're going to explain right here. Yes, this one. Doing this gives you access to a weapon spawn that gives you this minigun turret, as well as I think it's a rocket launcher and flat cannon spawn. That said, you do not need to do this particular one in order to complete the mission. And honestly, I usually don't go for it. My teammates will almost always end up going for it, but I don't.
Because they're stupid.
No, it is a good thing to get if you can't make it to here on your first life. It's just that I usually don't feel it's worth it.
Right, then we destroy the door. Behind the door is a thing. Behind this thing is another thing.
This will allow the attackers to start much closer to the next objective.
Getting the rear doors open specifically is significantly easier than it's supposed to be.
No.
Honestly, the hold the point objectives on this map are a bit too easy. It's this segment right here that's a bit more difficult, as well as assaulting the final silo.
The attackers need to flip this switch in order to be able to proceed any further. This will allow them to control the side doors to proceed to the final objective.
Very slowly open the side doors.
So how about that oil tanker? Does it really make it harder to finish this map?
It cuts down one of the paths to the upper platform. That's about it, though.
Nah.
Then you have to jump into this hole. Once you get into this hole, you get a closer checkpoint. And then you have to go all the way to the back of the bus in order to sit on this point, which is actually really easy because the missiles are in the way.
Get to the weapon trailer. Once inside, they must hold this switch to retrieve the Nexus missiles.
And then we win the mission.
And then they come with us, and then we put the seatbelts on, and we take them for a ride through the country.
And in the next part, that is what we will be doing. Be safe, everybody.